name's Andrea, and I was in a car accident in December of 2018. The car accident resulted in a traumatic brain injury, and I also had depression with that. For those that don't know what that's like, making a decision, even what you're going to eat for the day, you can't. You can't get out of bed in the morning. You don't feel like doing anything, and all you really want to do is sleep. I had finished my master's program 2 days before my accident, and when I went into the ER, I was told that I had a concussion. I ended up taking some time off work, and after that I went back to work and still was not functioning. I had trouble remembering the easiest things, even getting up out of bed, but I also had trouble just remembering the names of people I was working with. So I went to a neurologist. They told me I had a concussion, and I went and got a second opinion and was told I had a concussion, and that was within a particular health organization's doctors list. And so I decided that I would try something outside of their network, and that's when I found Northwest Functional Neurology. So I decided to give these guys a try, and thank God I did, because by the time I came in here, and they know this, I felt half dead. I oftentimes couldn't get out of bed. I don't even remember a lot of that time because it was very dark. I had really intense headaches where I would have to wear a baseball hat, sunglasses. I had to close the blinds. Moving my head around hurt, and I had some balance issues. So as work continued and I started to decline, I came in and met with Dr. Z, and he was able to show me on graphs the results of all these tests that we did, and it totally made sense to me. So along that line, I also went through a depression, and more so than anything I've experienced, and I ended up doing the TMS with Shauna Hahn, and that was a lifesaver for me. So I went through an intense therapy with that. That's something that we focused on first. And once we did that for 6 weeks, I turned around and then continued with the therapy with Dr. Z. My eyesight has improved significantly since that time. I don't have headaches. I'm looking at lights right now as we're making this little film documentary, and it doesn't hurt. The balance will come back, but it is much better than it was. So if anybody has any doubts about Northwest Functional Neurology and what they do, I would encourage you to be open-minded, because I don't think I would actually be here having this conversation if I didn't. And I'm super thankful that I came over here and did the work. I didn't know really what to expect, and everybody was extremely helpful. They knew more than I did. I had to educate myself about, brain injuries. I didn't understand why I was behaving the way I was or what was happening. I thought I was going crazy. They understand it. They walk you through it, and they make sure that you are pushing yourself to get to the next level. And I'm a pretty motivated person on my own, but they made sure that they helped me get there. So everybody was extremely kind and extremely patient. I have not one person in this office that I can say anything bad about. And Dr. Z especially, very down to earth. He's not going to fill your head with a lot of technical doctor gibberish. He's going to break it down for you so that you understand. If you do happen to go in and talk to Shauna, she's also going to break things down and be to the point. You're going to understand it, and then as you go through the process with TMS, you will start to feel better. When I was directed to Shauna Hahn, I was kind of skeptical about what this process would do. It ended up saving my life, so to speak, and I'm going to start crying, because it's a game changer, and it does it gets you back on track. And I do remember feeling very hopeless is a good word. And just thinking I didn't know where my life was going to be, and that's part of that whole depressional process. It's actually really easy because they have a TV, and you can watch TV while you have a mechanism that goes on your head. It's kind of like feeling a rubber band snap on your head, and it just kind of taps you every 18 seconds or 36 seconds, whatever it is. It doesn't hurt, it's just at first it's uncomfortable, and then you get used to it. You can watch TV, not watch TV, before you know it, it's over, and you go home and you just function like normal the rest of the day. Speaking about Shauna specifically is really easy for me. She is one of the kindest, warmest, most knowledgeable people that you will get, I think, in this field. I can particularly remember a day where I was anxious. I don't want to say angry, but just there was a lot going on and I didn't understand it. And she was able to just sit me down, tell me frankly, directly what was going on, and I got it. And so I knew that I was going to be in good hands. And when I went into this process and started to see some changes, I was really thankful for that. But more importantly, she was able to break things down for me so that I understood. And as we continued, she was very direct and helpful along the way with how I was progressing. So if anybody wants to take her hand or have her take your hand, I would suggest it, because she makes a difference, and she made a difference to me, and I know she's going to make a difference to a lot of other people. You will start feeling better, and since then I have a new job and I am moving to Washington. The job that I had applied to and got, they required that master's degree. I have been able to move myself up there. I have a dog that goes with me. I did everything all by myself. And 4 months ago, or whatever it's been, I would not have been able to do anything worth a lick. So I just, thank God. I can't speak enough about it. So there's nothing more I want to say other than open your mind and give it a shot, because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm gonna cry.